here. There you go.
I'm so excited. I just couldn't even see it.
I can't see anything. I'm so excited. Can't see anything. I'm just
Hello,
super
Dad.
excited.
It may be Christmas, but the cats still got to get their evening
They
meds.
still got to get their meds and their snacks. We've trained them well. Gotta have snacks and meds.
I saw Nat was out on her platform. Well,
Oh,
she's still
yeah.
on her platform.
Oh, she is. She was out there last night, too.
Nice.
I know. It's nice she's finally getting used to it. Hi, pretty. You sitting outside like a big girl.
Did she eat out of her lockout yet?
She does, yeah. You gotta lead her over there, but she will eat out of her lockout.
Well, that's good news.
Yep. Hi, Frosty.
Hello. There are circles back here, you know.
Hi, Frosty. Frosty's like, hey. She's not all that. I'm back here too. He just wanted you to acknowledge him. Good girl, Nat.
Wow, that was some leap, Beecher.
You're acting like a big cat now, huh, bud? Yeah? You
So does he get
acting
fed
like
twice a
big
day?
cat? He does, yeah. Because he's eaten so much fish, I think he's getting a little skinny. So we're trying to give him multiple meals.
Not a lot of fat on that fish.
Hi. You know, can we come back over to the big wire so I can put this in here? Yeah. That wire is easier. It's also easier for me to clean it up later. Very busy. Very busy.
You almost need food that says, hey, you, look back here.
Well, I kind of I'm tricking him because I mixed his fish in with some mush.
Oh, no.
And he's like, "But I just want the fish. I don't want to have to pick it out of this other stuff." You gotta have some nutrition, bud. That fish is just like potato chips. That might take a while.
This is Beecher. He's a Savannah cat. And when he came here, he was on a diet of cat food, which is not sufficient for a wild cat. So they've been gradually trying to get him to eat more and more meats. He likes fish fine.
He likes fish. We ate chicken necks just like the other servals did today. So that's
Yeah,
an
they'll
improvement.
always eat chicken necks.
Always eat
'cause
chicken
there's
necks.
no nutrition there.
Nope. They're
Talk about your
also
potato
like potato
chips.
chips. They love all the stuff that's like chips.
Caroline, he is a little bit more servally looking than most Savannah cats. Most Savannah cats are pretty ordinary. Annie Jaguar.
Hi. Hi.
Risa.
Hi. Are you ready? Are you ready, pretty girl? sweet girl. Hi. Hi. Come on, darling. You want to go this way? You want to go away from Annie to eat your stuff?
Good idea.
There you go. Okay. You don't even have to look at him. We'll eat over here. You told him. That was yours. All yours. Hi.
That is Riza. Riza's a cougar.
You gonna come out here?
It's like a 20-some-odd-year-old cougar. Most of the meds that the cats are getting tonight is for arthritis because they're so elderly and you know how your joints get when you get to be older.
Are you coming? I'll come a little closer. There you go. Come on, handsome boy. Good
This is
boy.
Mac.
Good boy. Yeah. Maurice. Good job. Good job. Where's your little friend? Where's your little friend? Hi, Mama. Nope. Not in that one. You pretty.
You have too many places you could
She
be.
has lots of places to be.
Did I hear movement in the
She
den?
might be
There
in
she
that
is.
one.
Yeah, I see her ears.
Okay.
Hi.
Here she
Here's
is.
my
I know, you don't have any meds, but I just want to check on you.
I got it for nothing.
Since it's been warm, everybody's been like, she's so lethargic. I'm like, I think it's because it's been warm out. I think she's not used to it being warm.
You purring?
She is, she's purring.
You channeling Aspen?
Aww,
She was a purrer.
she was. Hi, sweet girl. Alright, you look okay to me. You look alright to me.
Leave you guys here flirting.
Little cougar party. Did you finally kill your enrichment? Yeah?
You really killed it.
You really killed it. It's dead. You can finally get it out of there now that you've torn it apart.
Who's next? I said, who's next?
Diablo is next.
I'll stay over here because Diablo's not going to let me film him anyway. It's like, oh man, the treat wagon left. Yes, he has settled in quite well. Back up on your hill. Brah. Brah. Yes. Everybody loves to talk to Riza. Does love to talk to Riza. Laura, thank you for the donation. So I did a lot of 360 video this morning and photos, and most of it was so bad I threw it away. I'm learning. You can't have the camera anywhere near the wire, or that seems to be all you see is a wire. I'm gonna have to figure out ways to get the camera closer to the cats without having them run off with them. Cyrus is chasing Catherine. Oh, he stopped, hiding behind the tree. Well, thank you for waving across the pond. She says Desi is next, and then Hoover. We'll stop in and see Keisha. Keisha Tiger! Oh, chubby one. For those who are new, Keisha lost her tail and one of her ears, and you can see her stripes don't quite match up on her back leg there. The place where we rescued her from in, where was she from? Sinclairville, New York, had her housed next to lions, and the keepers there said that the lions tore those appendages off, which they will do if there's a shared wall. That's why none of our cats have shared walls. There's lots of space between the cages so they can't hurt each other. Kathy, thank you for posting that link. Every night when we go live, apparently we get a lot of new people who come. Klaus, thank you for donating. And there's always 5 questions people always ask. They want to know, don't they miss being petted? Why can't they go free? How big are their cages? You're being silly. When you get to Joseph, they're going to be asking why he has mats in his mane and why they can't have a buddy. And so those questions are the ones that we have to answer every single night. And I created a page with the short answers and then links to the longer answers for those 5 questions at bigcatrescue.org/top5. All right, we're going to head over and see if Hoover is going to come up and eat. I think the rolling around can have a lot of different reasons for it. Keisha is always in heat. Keisha's, 19 or 20 years old. We thought she would have stopped that by now. She doesn't live with a male, so we don't have to worry about kittens. We don't do any breeding here. But she does frequently come into heat and rolls around. Some of them roll around when they have enrichment and spices. They like to roll around in that smell. Some do it just to show that they're content. I didn't see you.
He was totally stalking you.
He's like, she doesn't see me.
She doesn't see me. If only this cage wasn't here, I would have had her. Right? Bud, bud?
Marlene, thank you for posting that link.
Area. Good job.
You're having a good hair day, Catherine.
Oh, why thank you.
I noticed it earlier in the day, but now the sun's really shining on it.
Thank you. Oh, there you go.
Hoover was rescued from a circus in Peru. Peru outlawed circuses that used wild animals several years ago, and the circus that had this cat went on the run from the authorities rather than just turning over the cats, and by the time the Animal Defenders International had caught up with them, they had 12 tigers, all but one had died, and Hoover was the only remaining tiger. Took 2 years, but to get through all the paperwork. but Hoover arrived last year with a shipment of Mother's Day flowers. Kelly wants to know what you're feeding him.
He is getting chicken thighs and pork and some red. And there's a little bit of turkey in here too. He's not a giant fan of turkey, but he'll eat a little bit. Yeah. No, huh? Can we go back to the chicken? Ooh, a chicken quarter.
Tim, I don't know if anybody's ever done a study on the long-term effects of sedation in big cats, but what we have seen is that cats who are frequently sedated tend to not live very long. We know that the zoos will frequently sedate the cats at least once a year to do
No, huh?
preemptive
Didn't like
medicine,
that
but then those cats don't live nearly as long as they do here, and we don't sedate them unless they have something that really has to be fixed. Scott says that he thinks tigers are more obliging than lions when it comes to being fed. Do you agree?
Yeah, I would totally agree with that. Yeah, even when Hoover doesn't want to eat very much, he's more obliging of us like shoving food in his mouth. The lions just get mad or they walk away. Are we done? We have like 2 more pieces.
Elaine wants to know if there's any more whole turkeys to be handed out or if everybody got theirs already.
Everybody got some turkey today. We have some more whole turkeys that we're going to do this week too. So they'll get a little bit of Christmas all week long. Oh. I think you dropped that piece on purpose. But yeah.
He's like, you called me obliging.
most everybody did. Oh, thanks for that. Most everybody got their turkey already this morning.
This is Hoover, Amy.
Now I want to get some of that back. Can I have it back if you're not going to eat it? Can I have it back? Can I have it back?
It's like, I don't want the food, I want the stick.
He wants the stick now, yeah. This is the game. He has a piece between his feet too, which I also don't think I'm going to get back.
Rachel wants to know, what do you do if they absolutely won't take their meds?
We try again another day. We try as hard as we can to get them to take their meds. That was quite the look. But ultimately, they do have to actually take them. So we do have cats that will refuse, no matter what we put it in and no matter how many times we come out. But we keep trying. We'll try a different meat, try a different form of med. If there's a med that we can get in a liquid or some other form, we'll try everything we can to try to get them to take their meds.
And sometimes even a different keeper.
Yes, a different person also sometimes helps. Those of us that do meds every single week, and so sometimes they'll associate us with meds. So if we just give it to a random keeper sometimes and be like, here, just go put this on their tray. They don't suspect anything because that person never gives them meds. All right, I'm going to come back and get those. Yeah, I'm going to come back and get those.
Took all the fun out of that, didn't
No,
it?
it's like, come on. No, this is the only stick I have. You can't get it because then they can't finish now. Okay. So Cammy actually ate good today. He ate a couple pounds this morning. He
Oh,
took his
that's good.
meds this morning pretty good. He's on an appetite stimulant now, and we're hoping that makes him a little hungrier. Maybe he won't be as picky. Hi! Where's your brothers? Oh, here they are. Here they are. Yeah. Last night she was over here all by herself, and she got treats when we went by.
Oh,
So she's
that's
like-
what this is about.
So she's like, hey, but Aries has figured that out. So he's like, wait a minute, no, I heard you got something over here last night. Ruined it. He ruined it for you. Big brothers. Hi, Khalid. Oh, here she comes. Pam, Pam. Come on, little bud. You ready to eat? Those walking around, that is a really good sign.
More than half the battle.
Yeah, half the battle is getting him off the platform, so he's already walking around. That's a good thing. Hi! Hi, bud, bud. Hi. Yummy. Oh, okay. Good job. So Mama Becky has figured out that he likes turkey thighs now, not turkey drones. And so that's what that was.
This week.
This week on Feeding Cameron, it's turkey thighs, apparently. No, you gotta eat all of that, bud. Is it dirty now? Here, hang on. Hang on. Well, I know, you've got dirt in your mouth. Okay, here. No? You don't want the rest of your thigh? How about a different thigh? How about this one? White. Drumstick. Annie.
Can you get that dirt out of your mouth?
Okay, bud. Pam, Pam. Come here, bud. Annie. Hey. Come here. Yeah. Come here, bud.
Cynthia, that's what I always say.
Annie. Come here. I appreciate the effort, but I need Tammy, not you. I need Tammy. You gonna take that piece of this one?
You better gulp it down before he figures out you've got it. He may not want it, but he doesn't want her to have it. Are you distracting everyone over here, Kali? Yes, you're being very distracted.
I like ground turkey. Come on, Cam. No. All right. I'll come back by.
Holly does not need a treat.
Oh
She
my
would
God, no.
be 500 pounds if she got treats every time she wanted one.
Oh. She definitely ate her breakfast and then some. We had meat that we needed to feed out today, plus all the turkey parts, and so everybody got a little extra this morning. She does not need any more.
You're looking very handsome in that evening light there, Joseph.
Ooh, handsome. I'm going.
Oh, I'm not looking at you.
I'm not gonna take nothing. You're alright. You're alright, bud. I'm coming. Hey, you're alright.
Ooh, look at this.
Alright. Yums. Yums.
Manny and Nat are doing fine. When this is over, you can go back and see Nat at the beginning, and Manny probably about into the middle.
Variable. I know, that piece kind of had some trailers on.
Trailers?
Like, he likes them to be whole slurpable pieces, and that piece had some stuff hanging off of it that he can't just like slurp down. Likes little slurpy pieces.
Diana, that is Cameron roaring in the background. Elaine, that's the beauty of replays.
Drumstick?
She was out on her platform.
Drumstick? There we go.
Mandy wants to know why tongs and not a stick.
So the lions like it when you hand them their pieces in a certain way. Or I have better success with them that way. And the stick, I would have to put that in the end of the drumstick and hand him the bony part of the drumstick, and he likes to grab the meaty part of the drumstick. So sometimes it's just easier with the tongs because I can place it just so. Another drumstick?
Wasn't an enthusiastic yes.
Yes, that look on his face was like, next. Come on, turkey girl, let's go. Make with the turkey.
Elaine, I think she's just getting more comfortable overall.
Oh! Try that one more time. you chewed it the second time. Red? You're almost out of my reach there, Mr. Joe. Red? No. Okay. Chicken? No. Oh my goodness. What is all of that? Want something to get that out of your mouth? No, we're licking. All right.
I see you back there, Bill.
On this side of the tunnel? Nope, you're on that side of the tunnel. All right, we have to take the long way around.
Actually, I'm going to have to call it quits because I'm on my bike.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you later.
Good night, everybody.